the comments just said second time's the charm, but unbeknownst to you, it's actually third time. Is it working? I'm not sure, but it looks like, at least on my screen, I'm not in the Brady Bunch, so we're somewhere. But I just did a whole little intro and then went back to check your comments, and YouTube said, sorry, we didn't actually start your stream. We were kidding, haha. So this is now the third time I've tried. So let's see. I'm going to flip back to that same screen now. Let's see if it actually worked or if YouTube's going to laugh at me again. Oh, okay. It looks like it's working. Now, is the feed really jumpy now? Or are we good? This is like everything crossed. I don't know. Who fed YouTube after midnight? Okay. And let's try desk cam. And if desk cam's working and this is working, we are grand. Desk cam. Okay, we're all good there, I think. So, okay, picture's fine for people. Yay! All right. Well, whatever that was. And the little warning that was just that YouTube had been giving me has just disappeared too. I don't know what I did. Nothing. YouTube just got happier. Okay, so December kit, which I've done one page with, which is sitting here. I got all organized and decided instead of stacking them up behind me, I put it in here. So this is what happened on Friday, and this is just like the most perfect set of supplies between that stencil and this paper and this color scheme. I was just so happy. It was like the designers knew what I was going to photograph this December, and that made me very joyful indeed. So that's Friday's video, and you can find that on the on my channel already, so you can go back and watch that another time. Fabulous. But today I think I'm just going to use one photo. Because I like this. I took a bunch of photos at this day, but I like this one a lot, and it just, I don't know, I keep coming back to it. So I'm going to use just that one. Now, here's what I'm thinking. I don't know if this photo looks special without context, but I think it kind of gets this. Is it going to be too busy? I think if I mat it, it'll work. So definite story to be told here with this photo. Just check that I'm not like making a horrible mistake and that I should use something else, but I think it's this. Okay. I could, I know which one I can mat it with, so hold up. So I can mat with this, and I've got red here. Yeah? Okay. Are we all still here? I think so. Okay, I think we're working. So I'm going to do a sketch today. I'm going to remember to talk to you. We're all good. We're all good. Right. So let's see if this works. Hi again. Hi, my name's Shimelle. I teach online scrapbooking classes, design scrapbooking products, and help you use them to tell your stories in a creative way. It's not just my hobby, it is my job, and that means anytime I scrapbook on the internet, it's legally considered advertising, and I have to make sure you're aware of that. So thank you, as always, for coming to watch my hashtag advertising. I really appreciate you being here, and if you ever have any questions about how any of it works, just let me know. In the link in the description box below, you can find some special links. One will take you to this kit, which is the December Best of Both Worlds kit. One will take you to what I'll be using next month, which is the January Best of Both Worlds kit. So both of those are linked in the description box below, and you can shop either using those links or take the list and shop at a local store if you still got one, or you can shop your stash for similar items and build a similar kit, and then you can follow along because I scrapbook twice a week all through the month, and I use one kit for all those videos. Cool. If you want to know more about that concept, you can find all the description in the box. It's a big long thing that gives you all the details. Also, you'll find links to my 2 Christmas classes. Share your Christmas and journal your Christmas. You can join anytime and get lots of Christmas inspiration, be it photography and writing and video or crafting. Thank you. That is my advertising speech. Now, let's make a sketch and make a scrapbook page. Is it obvious that I'm going a little delirious after the gremlins? Amy says next month is probably October. That sounds accurate. It really does. Okay, and I should say some hellos today. So hi to Amy. Also Jolie and Leanne and Connie and Madeline and AJ and Alana and Debbie, Jill, Connie, Maureen, Sue, Dawn, Liz, Elaine, Sophia, Jennifer, Sue. I think I said some of them more than once now. Sarah, Barbara. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Right. Sketch page. So the glory of a starburst pattern like this is that you can just layer on top of it and good things happen. It makes for a really dramatic page without actually taking a lot of work because the work has been done there in the design. So here's my square. Is it going to be a square today? Oh, I don't know. There we go. Squarish. Now, the join point is here. So my photo is going to go over that join point. See? Hey! I'm going to mat this photo a couple times. So a little paper stack behind. That's a paper stack, yeah? And behind there. With then some tuckies. And the tuckies are going to come, this is messy tuckies, this way. Like that. Up toward that corner. And guess what? There's also going to be tuckies down here. Did you see that coming? Of course you did. Of course you did. Orangina's like, obviously. I've watched enough of your videos, Shimelle, to know that you're going to go on that diagonal. Because I love it so. But look, it's like here. And in this case, it's a Christmas diagonal. This isn't even a Christmas paper. And it has a Christmas diagonal. Whoosh. Love it. Okay, so then where am I going to write? Where am I going to write? I'm going to write probably here. Yes. Which then would work nicely if my title went here. Yeah. And then the confetti, that's what this is, confetti elements. Confetti could have a little bit of a placement along there too. There we go. All right. Sketch. Sorted. Let's make this. So you can screen cap it if you like. So there it is. Keeping in mind that that is a starburst paper in the background, which I could draw on for you. But you can obviously use it without the starburst pattern, or you can make your own starburst pattern. There you go. Bit more obvious that I'm using a starburst pattern. Da-da-da! Okay, let's do it. Elaine says if Amy is right, then she's put her tree up very early. Guess what? My tree is here. And it is bringing me much joy, and I haven't even decorated it yet. There we go. Chat keeps sticking a bit. Get stuck on one comment. Oh, I don't know. I moved it because it was stuck on one comment and wasn't loading anymore. I looked away, and when I looked back, it had jumped back to the one it was stuck on. It really wants me to focus on that comment. Alright, so Vicky's Fernwood collection this is from. And we're going to start there. Okay. My tree is here, yes. And it's, I say our tree, but you know. I'm very excited about it. I don't know if anybody gets as excited about the tree in my house as me, so. Anyway, the tree is here. It's giant and happy and beautiful. I love it. It's the first time that we've had a tree that we didn't go pick out in person. Well, last year you had to pick it out. They photographed all the trees and then you could pick it out virtually. So although we didn't go and pick it out in person, it was like we had. It was just the virtual version. But this time, I ordered one from the school fundraiser and just crossed everything that we'd get a pretty one. And we did! It's so nice. It's like so much bigger than you would buy for a house this size. Which means it's perfect for me! I love a tree that's extra. So it's been chilling out so that all the branches can fall into place. And I don't want to stick this before I cut it. I want to cut first. Stick. Yeah, so it's chilling out, and I think tomorrow is the day that it's gonna get decorated. But I have a feeling that I don't have enough lights to cover it adequately, so I might need more lights. Is there such a thing as a Christmas where you don't need more lights, or is that just me? Bring on more lights. I mean, did you spot that I've put Christmas stuff behind me? I didn't change the theme tune yet, but I did, and I haven't finished this yet, but look. Hey! I've started to Christmas it up, and I've got a reindeer here, where the white rabbit was. There's a reindeer. And that might move, and I have a little tree on my desk. Okay. I had to get a tree for the sea monkeys. No? Yes? I don't know. Okay. Oh, Orangina says it's being weird. Okay. She says she's getting chat from the old stream, the first stream that didn't work, but video from this stream. So goodness knows what's up, but we're making it through. Casey got a 12-foot tree on Saturday, but had to trim it down to 9 feet. Elaine says this paper is not a starburst, it's opal fruits. So Americans, let's go through candy, sweets, chocolate, things, confectionery, that we have in both countries that had different names. You ready to learn? So Starburst, as far as I'm aware in America, always called Starburst. In Britain, they were called opal fruits. And then, was it the 80s they changed over? Maybe early 90s? It must have been early 90s or something. Because by the time I got here, it was definitely all Starburst on the package, but you would still run into plenty of people who called them opal fruits. Also, Snickers. Had Snickers in both countries, like the same chocolate bar, but here in the UK, it was called Marathon. I did not do a good job here. It was called Marathon. And then they changed the name to Snickers, and yeah, who knows? I don't think anybody enjoyed this. And what else do we have? Oh, there is the madness that is Mars and Milky Way. So both countries have a chocolate bar called Mars. And both countries have a chocolate bar called Milky Way. But they're not the same chocolate bars. So, how confusing is that? Very. Time to pop it up. All right. I need some Papillos. Let's pop it up. So, there you go. Also, Americans, just so you know, no one says candy bar because we don't really use the word candy in the UK. Chocolate bar. So, when I would hear people say chocolate bar, for some reason my mind went to just literal chocolate in a bar, like a plain, like the American equivalent would be a plain bar of Hershey's. But, here it tastes nice because it's better chocolate. But anyway, And for ages, I did not realize that people used the phrase chocolate bar to mean any kind of what in America we would call candy bar. So if somebody said, what kind of chocolate bar do you want? You could ask for a chocolate bar that had stuff in it that wasn't just chocolate. And I think it was about 3 years before I picked up on that. Silly me. Right, it looks like the chat must be very weird because is it just sticking for me again or... Oh, it keeps disappearing. The chat is being weird. But the video seems okay. So I'm sorry I can't see what you're saying. Okay, this is going here. Right about there. How did I cut that bottom bit so wonky? Oh, Shimelle, stop talking about chocolate and sort yourself out, woman. Yeah. Oh! It was supposed to be wonky. That's okay. I'm losing my mind. I forgot. It was the paper stack. It wasn't supposed to be straight. I was trying to line it up all nice and neat. Whoops. Okay. Ignore me. Okay. Tuckies. Here. Let's see. So this is not specifically Christmassy, but it's Christmassy enough. It has a Christmas link. Oh, I've just thought of something that would be super cool. Okay. Would it have been cooler if I thought of it before I put the photo down? Yeah, but it's okay. We can do it. So I'm going to use this stencil, this one. And I can't see what any of you are saying anymore. It has decided to turn the chat off for me entirely. So hopefully you're still there. I wonder if I can open it in another tab without, because I don't want to change the stream. I'm just going to see if I can pull it up on my own channel. Oh yeah, because it says there are 2 streams live. There's not 2 streams live. How weird. Hey, okay. Yes, we have a whole load of chat here that I couldn't see. Okay. What? If anybody wants to go on the other live stream that still apparently has 25 people and tell them that that live stream doesn't exist, that's cool. You can do that. I'll let you. Oh, YouTube, you're so funny. Okay. So here's my idea. Here's a page. There we go, all centered. Okay. This stencil, there, yes. And I'm sure I have one here. Question is where? Here. So, what I'm thinking is putting gold leaves in that, or branches, in that green piece. What do we think? Yes? So shall we have a look at these 2 colors and see which one would be better? Actually, let's do it on the back here. So these are both from scrapbook.com. I've not used the gold one. I haven't used either of them very much. I used this one once, I think. Okay, so this one's called Metallic Frost. Yeah, that's not going to show up. It's like a pearlescent white. Let's try the gold. I would love for the gold to work. I would love to open the gold. There we go. Oh, they're really translucent. Oh, if I put quite a bit on there, it'll work. Yeah? Oh, thank you, Elaine. Elaine telling people on the other stream that stream doesn't exist. Okay, so I need to mask off those 2 bits. And guess what I've got right here? Perfect. So you could do it just by lining up some scrap paper in those spots. But I've got some tape here just for that purpose. And where did I put it? It was right here a minute ago. Did I knock it on the floor? No. Oh, you silly lady, Shimelle. I've gotten all flustered today. Here it is. Okay. But I am flustered from that. Okay, so we want about that much. And then follow that line so that I'm not going to stencil outside the green. Yeah? Oh no! Sarah's trying to scrap along with me and she got white paint all over the floor. Oh no. Okay. There's a little gap here, but I'm going to have tuckies there, so I'm not worried about that. So I'm going to put it there. And boop. Let's boop away. Shiny gold. How to make a not specifically Christmassy background paper more Christmassy. Stencils and sparkle. Comments, we have discussions about whether Maryland is in the state in the South. This like a Mason-Dixon line kind of discussion. And does that then determine whether or not you like Hershey's chocolate? That's funny. So yeah, Cadbury's over Hershey's any day, although I am sad that Cadbury's doesn't taste as nice as it used to. Sad times. Galaxy tastes nicer than Sainsbury's now, but Sainsbury's? Did I just Sainsbury's? Cadbury's. A British company ending in Burries. Go! Sainsbury's. Cadbury's. Oh, I don't even have cookie brain, guys. Right. Yay! Lovely. Now, let's go down here. And take the equivalent diagonal piece, which is this one, the one that goes to the corner. Pam's in Maryland, and she says it's considered the North. Oh no! Amy's water heater broke and it has taken out the finished basement and half the kitchen. Wah. I'm sorry, that is not fun at all. And how long have you got until school breaks up for Christmas, Amy? was fun and very sparkly. Yeah. Now for Tuckies. So I was going to go with die cuts and stickers, and I've got these stickers too, and I was wondering, is there a title that would work with this story? Okay. So we could have something like loving this would work. So the story is, do you remember when I only did like a super quick early Friday Live because WB and I were off for an adventure? This was the adventure. He had a day in a recording studio. He recorded 3 solos and then we did a duet together. Yeah, super duper amazing day. Which is really, really lovely to be invited there. A wonderful experience. So, dun 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 dun. I think okay. What color is the Celebrate? The Celebrate's in black and white. Oh, I could do Sparkle and Shine, and then do. Ooh, I'm almost tempted to do something like Believe in Yourself. Yeah? Oh, Elaine says, what tape did you use? I used, it's called mint tape at scrapbook.com. The scrapbook.com mint tape. Like the flavor, like the herb. Mint. Okay. Yeah. I kind of like that idea of Sparkle and Shine. Because it was like a day for him to shine. Is that too twee? I don't think so. Even if it is, I might do it anyway. Right, and what's this like with this? It's too bright. Okay. So journaling's going to need to be a little more distressed. Don't know if any of these sentiments are going to fit. I think no. Okay, but I think this will work. Because I got gold I can use these labels. Yes. Okay, so this is a yes. Yes to this. Need now some little pieces of the patterns. Oh, so I've got that green. I can cut into this. Yep. And these can be tuckies. Okay. We got something here. So let's have this one. Things I did not expect when WB started his Christmas journal and his video series, that he would be so excited about cup motifs, like mugs, cups of tea, cups of hot chocolate, cups of coffee. It's basically his favorite motif. He went through a bunch of my stash when it was off camera and he was like, oh, you have more cups. I'm like, of course I have more cups. Like, you have lots of cups. I'm like, yeah. I like cups on paper. I've put cups on paper. And I had no idea that hot beverages were so appealing to children as a paper motif. I did not have that on my Junior Christmas Junior bingo card. But now I know. Kid loves a coffee cup. So it was one of the first things he put in his journal. could use one of the bigger ones for the journaling. Yeah. Okay. So, this one. Oh, no, let me use the skier because I won't use the skier otherwise. So if I'm going to use the B side, let's go with the one that I won't use. Because I could still see myself using the floral. Okay. Aw, thank you, Kim. I love that Sebastian is following along, Casey. Seriously, I got so excited to see his pages. And I didn't know how to word it because I didn't want to use the word work and make him feel like writing is work. I'm very conscious of that feeling, not being one to impress upon small children. But I can see the just sheer effort and concentration that Tiny Sebastian is putting into writing his journaling cards, and I'm 100% here for it. It made me a bit weepy of how happy I was to see it. Like, combination of scrapbooky me, and English teacher me, and mother of a small person me. All these things just made me go, oh, look at that little boy write his story. Yeah. Oh, that one's really skewiff. Whoops. So yeah, well done, Sebastian. Thank you, Kim. It's really lovely to see WB really want to write stories down this year. And I'm very excited to see what he does today because he had this massively big weekend. And silly me, I'm never good at this. Like the idea of knowing. I'm trying to decide. I did these in gray. I could have done this layout in brown and it probably would have been happier, but I'm gonna do it in gray. Yeah. So he did this weekend of just all the things. So he had a big performance. He had an exam. All these things. And for some reason, I was like, but I only spend this tiny little time each day on my video, and my entry, so it'll be okay. Do you know what I didn't think about? I was calculating like the time it takes to do the things. I was not calculating how tiring it is to go to all those things and keep your kid like focused and get there on time, make sure they eat, all of these things. And that bit shattered me. I was just like, oh, I can't stand at my desk. So I've been catching up today. Yay. But silly me, live and learn. It's because, last year we had no Christmas activities. So that's 2 years difference. And, 2 years ago he was too little to have much in the way of different kinds of activities. So it was kind of an abrupt realization, and now I know. So in future, I'll either journal ahead of time, or I'll just be able to know that I'll need to schedule things like that. Yeah. Aw, Claire's husband never writes, and so she gets emotional when he writes anything. Aw, it's nice. Okay, how can I make these work? Here. I want the title along there, but that's a side, and that one goes that way. Okay, let's put this one in, and then look at the stickers. If I leave that coffee cup tag on the desk and don't use it today, he's totally gonna steal it. Oh gosh, Casey, what a group effort you and Sebastian are, but I applaud both of you. Well done. Okay, so that title could go across. Trying to see how wide it would be. I could put it on that corner, but I actually think because it's a little bit smaller, it'd be nicer following a line. Like that, yeah, that's better. Okay, it's gonna need pop dots underneath the top of those. Oh, I haven't left quite enough room. Let's get that ampersand in there. Okay. So pop up the title. Oh, don't worry, Claire. That's lovely if you can contribute anything to your album. That's fabulous. Well done. My cursor was over one of the emojis and it was giving me like the translation of the emoji. And so my screen came up with face with tears of joy. I'm like, what? That's the translation for that emoji. Okay. Got it. Sparkle and shine. Hello, Kirsty. You just scared me because you said you just got home and I was thinking, what, school's already finished? Oh no, this has gone horribly wrong. My child likes being picked up from school. But it's okay, you finished earlier than WB does. Okay, so title's in there. Yes. Now. Gold label. Wait, I just said that, but is that like a wine or something? Let's cut it in half and use half on each corner so we can spread out the sparkliness. Go where you're meant to be. Not there. That is not where you're meant to be. You're meant to hide the fact that you're half a label. Go. There we go. Oh, Sue thinks my voice. My voice is funny. So, Sue, I grew up in Kansas, but I've lived my entire adult life in Southeast England, and I live in London. Yeah. Yep. So, I mean, if you want me to talk like I talked at home, I can do American. My American voice is a little bit more nasal, and it's really wide and smiley. This is what I sound like when I'm at home. So, actually, my voice has changed quite a lot. Okay. Oh, I want this one definitely. Happiness is all around you. Kirsty, yes. So, Claire gets her husband to put some journaling into her albums, which is awesome. And then we were also talking about kids journaling. So Sebastian, who's been posting his pages on the Kid Zone in the Christmas Journal Forum, Casey is his mom, and she's here today. And they're doing a bit of a team effort of his writing, and I love it. I love it so much. And WB's writing a lot this year, and it's really nice to see like what he decides to write about. So yeah, I'm interested about what he will choose to write about this weekend, because it was a big weekend, and he was just so pleased with how it all turned out yesterday. he can be a real perfectionist. So sometimes I'll be so proud of him and he'll be like, no, it wasn't good enough. I'm like, oh no, it's fabulous, just stop. But yesterday on the way home, he was like, I don't think I've ever been this proud of me. And I'm like, oh, this is amazing. So I'm excited to see what he journals. AJ says, what does my husband think of Kansas? I'm not sure that's a safe thing to say. I don't know. Kansas is not a particularly exciting place to visit, in my opinion. Obviously, we go to see family when we go, so that's nice. But yeah, I grew up saying I was going to move to a big city. When I was a kid, I thought it would be New York. But my mom says that she knew when I was really young that I'd moved to England. I didn't realize, but I did. I had a lot of Britishisms in my wording when I was a kid. So I don't know. Okay. Now we're needs more. What more can I do? Okay. What else? Is there anything else red in this font? Night Before Christmas and All Through the House. That's not useful. Okay. So not that. I'll go a little gold circle here though. That could work. And even this green and gold could work. You can tell I'm not saving stuff for some other special occasion. Just reading these to see if there's any that would work. Because it's not a super Christmassy story, but it's still, I mean, it was right at the end of November. It felt like a Christmassy kind of day, even though it wasn't specifically Christmassy. Yes. This one's quite tempting. Okay. This is official scrapbooky business right here. Yeah. Okay, let's try those. Sue says her voice is Texas Panhandle, and it's really, it's really well ingrained, is it? Well, there's a funny story about the first time I visited England. So before I moved here, I spent a summer here, before my last year of my undergrad, and then I went back, and I was a theater student, so I auditioned for a show. And it's this show that in which I discovered scrapbooking. Strangely enough. I need a bit more color over here, so I'm trying to decide. I think it's going to be this. Yeah, so it's the show that I in which I discovered scrapbooking. And it's set in Arkansas. And we had to do, I'm just getting a punch. We had to do accent attempts in the audition before we'd had any real coaching on it, just because she wanted to see where we were, like the director. And I was trying so hard, but for some reason, even though I'd only been here like 6 weeks, my voice really picked up a very specific English accent. It picked up an Essex accent. And when I went back, I'm focusing so much on reading this script and trying to figure out what the characters are doing and everything that it just came out super, super Essex, England. And in the middle of this scene, the director says, stop. I just need to talk to you, because we didn't know each other. This was a new professor and she didn't know anybody. She said, okay, you with the brown hair. When we say this is in the South, can we just clarify this is in the South of the USA and not the South of England? And I was so embarrassed, and I thought, oh, I'm never going to get a part with this lady. She ended up being like life-changing type professor. It was all good. But, oh my goodness, if the ground could have opened and swallowed me whole that day, I would have said, go ahead. I have messed up so much. Just could not work it out. And I'm also going, where did that punch go? Hold on. Find a punch that's gonna work, Shimelle. Find a punch that's gonna work. Got it. Okay. Amy says, what does an Essex accent sound like? Okay, so I'm going to give you a reference account. Go look up on Instagram, go look up Mr. Thomas English. Or it might be Mr. V. Thomas English. He's on TikTok too. He's massive on TikTok. Anyway, he's a former student of mine who made it huge on social media. And he became... he moved to America from Essex and is a teacher in the States. His brother was in my tutor group, and I hadn't put them together. I'd seen this guy's account, and I thought his voice sounded really familiar, but I just put it down to the fact that it's a really exaggerated Essex accent. So it sounded like loads of kids that I taught. So it was, I didn't twig that it was a student at all. Because I think the last time I saw this kid, he was like 11. And then I was talking to someone like a student who I have seen, I've kept in touch with. And I was like, oh, this kid's voice just cracks me up because it reminds me of my days at that school. And she was like, yes, he's done so well for himself, hasn't he? And I thought that's a really strange phrasing. And then I went, hold on. Why did you say it like that? And she told me his whole name, and I'm like, no way. So there we go. Yeah. Sarah says, what's his name? So it's either, oh, there we go. Amy's posted it. So on Instagram, he's V. Thomas English. Yeah. Yes, he's so funny. He's so funny. But that's an Essex accent for you. Amy's like, I'm following him now. Good. He's so funny. You'll love him. And he does a lot of teacher jokes, so you'll appreciate that, I feel. I kind of want this to be wider, so maybe this does come in here, but then I'm going to lose the coffee cup. This is the right... It feels like that should be the right width. Or can I pull this out further, maybe? It's too narrow. This section is too narrow. This tag needs to come out. Okay, that's it. And I'll just put something else down here. Okay, I'm happier with that. Speaking of, I can put this down here. Yes. Oh, the gold label now is in the wrong place, but we can fix that. Amy needs a website that correlates English accents with Doctor Who characters. They're not even all English accents. There's a fair few Scots in Doctor Who. And isn't most of it filmed in Wales? Did I make that up? I'm thinking most of Doctor Who these days is filmed in Wales. I can't remember. I want to say it's filmed in Wales. So yeah, you could have accents the nation over. So yeah. No, this one. Want some green. Let's do the same thing to this label as the other one. And then this is gonna go here. Should I? Yeah. Here. Come on. I've stuck it down twice now, so it's like, what? I'm not moving. You glued me down a second time. It is absolutely chucking it down with rain, and I'm gonna have to go out in it. How festive. Mary said she's born and raised in Texas, so there's no accent for her. Ha ha. Okay. Now let's... Oh, I've got this one left. Where's it gonna go? Here. This one feels like it needs to straighten up a bit. We don't know that that can happen. Can it? Maybe. Oh, here. Let's do that. Overlapped here. I know that it's kind of pointing to nothing, but I think it's okay. Alright. Put this S back up on the top. Journaling's going to go in there, but I was thinking about putting another wording bit down here. Or I can definitely use star as confetti, which is awesome. Right. Oh yeah, Elaine, tell us whose account that is. So, Elaine says she follows an English teacher in North Carolina who's a big Taylor Swift fan and breaks down the storytelling in the songs. Tell us who it is. Let's make that right over to there. If I cover up the top of that B, can you still tell that says believe? Maybe move it here. There. Is that better? Yeah, that's fine. Okay. And then, gentlemen, and then we're going to follow this section up. Yes. And down here. 1, 2, 3. She's called, Elaine says, she's called English Teacher KP, and she's on YouTube and Instagram. Cool. Thank you. Oh gosh, Amy, how did I not realize that your sister lives over here? Your sister's in Birmingham. Wow. Okay, so I've got 6 of those stars, and then I'm going to follow that up with enamel dots, which are here. Now, I kind of want to go red to bring out the red in his jacket. For his High School Musical jacket, because one of the songs was indeed a High School Musical song. Okay, so big, medium, small, and down here. Big, medium, small. Then each one of those needs something else. What could that be? I've got these little dots on the puppy sheet too. We definitely don't say y'all over here. Pam says, what songs did WB record? So he recorded Naughty from Matilda, Jack and Jill Went Up the Hill, that one. And Corner of the Sky from Pippin. And in a last minute change, because he wanted to be dramatic and a bit more grown up, he did You Will Be Found from Dear Evan Hansen, which he's not even, I've not allowed him to see that show. But he knows that song. Yeah. And then we did Breaking Free as our duet. What do we think about that as little trios? 1 star, 1 dot, 1 enamel dot. Yeah? I think I might change this so they're all light green up here. Do I have light green to go down here? Yeah. Okay. Like that. Okay. Journaling the journaling is done, I'm going to mist across here as well. So mist splatters in gold along that same line, but I won't tape it off for the mist. So if the mist goes over, that's fine. Okay. Oh my, AJ really cannot deal with you all as a phrase. Well, so the one that got me here, so in the States we have y'all. Here we have yous and yous lot. And that took some severe adjusting to get used to the idea. Tina says, who is Orangina? Her screen name for you is Round 3 Design. Yeah. The plural of you is yous. And if you're talking to a group of people and you want to get their attention, is yous lot. Yeah, that's a regional thing, and it really, I was like, what? No. Sorry, what? No. That is, no. Just like that. No. Right, so let's do an awkward thumbnail for today. Let's see if I can get it in focus. Are we in focus here? Oh, how awkward was that? Alright, so get you back to the desk. And here is page with sketch, which is not far off today. Yeah, so journaling will go here, gold mist across that diagonal. That's basically it. Somebody mentioned about gems, and you're quite right. I've got leftover gems from last month because we had that massive pack of gems. So I might put some of those across there too. Yeah. And I do like this sort of design because you can decide what this, this doesn't need to be one single portrait 4x6. Could be a smaller photo and more paper. Could be larger photo. Could be 2 landscapes. Could be 2 portraits side by side. You've got a lot of flexibility in just working with this as a spot on the page and just keep adding to it so that everything is tucked in. Oh, and I was going to add little letter stickers here to say in yourself. So I'll probably do that when I do the journaling. Okay, so that is a finished page today. Just about. Yeah. Thank you so much for bearing with me if you were here at the beginning and the gremlins were in full effect. If you really enjoyed this video, I would appreciate a thumbs up so much. That would be great. And if you haven't subscribed and you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. That would be great. I'm live Mondays and Fridays. So I'll be live again Friday morning, 9:30 UK time. And you can watch any of the live videos at whatever time suits you because they go on to replay after that. And if you watch that, we call it From Tomorrowland. So let me know if you're here from Tomorrowland. You can leave a comment to say hi. That would be fabulous. Yeah, all those good things. And if you want to see me scrapbook like all the time, you can take Journal Your Christmas. Or if you really want to improve your Christmas photography, you can take Share Your Christmas. And both of those are linked below. All right. Thank you so much. Orangina really likes the stenciling, and I'm really excited that I had that idea because I did not have that idea before we went live. It was a total spur of the moment, and I absolutely love it. So I love it when that happens. Have a wonderful week, everybody. I will see you on Friday. Mwah! You're fabulous.